invited you. And
Oh,
this section is going to be around 15 to 20 minutes.
okay.
I'll ask you a couple of questions to get inspiration from you today. Yeah. So you could answer the questions, share some insights to us to Bukit Vista. And after that, we will jump into the next section, which is the all hands meeting. So before we start with the inspiring speaker, I'll just turn on the all hands intro for Bukit Vista first, yeah, as a warm up for today's meeting.
Hmm?
Yep. Okay. So that's for the intro for this morning. And I'll move on into another slides, which is for the weekly inspirational speaker. So today we will have Pak Charye from Seven Stones, Indonesia. And here I would like to give a little bit of briefing to introduce Pak Charye. So we get this from your LinkedIn, Pak. So hopefully it's correct, yeah. So I see that you've been working as an entrepreneur actually since early of your career. So that's very inspiring. And I see that you start as an owner of Clark Hatch Fitness in Jakarta, and that's for almost 10 years. And then you continue as the director of Getaway Education Indonesia, and then you were also the principal for Harcourt's Seven Stones. And I see that in your portfolio you also a partner of Norway Connect, and now as what we've known you as co-founder of Seven Stones Indonesia, which is one of the most well-known real estate and legal in Bali. So I hope that's correct about you, Patrick.
But more or less correct. Yeah. There's a
Okay.
few things. Maybe I should update my LinkedIn, but nothing to worry about. Yeah.
Or you feel like you don't need to anymore, yeah?
No, I think yeah, entrepreneurship is kind of what I've done
Yeah.
most of my life. I've had some jobs, but they don't last very long.
But I see it's pretty big for Seven Stones right now in Bali, Patrick.
Yeah, we actually had a property company prior to Seven Stones too, called Paradise Property, which we were focusing more on just sales and marketing and also developments. We built a lot of properties back in 2004 until
Mhm.
maybe about 2016. Yeah.
Ah, yeah. I think I missed that actually on these slides. But yeah, I recall that for Paradise Property, yeah.
Yeah.
And now you're focusing only in Seven Stones or any other business that you have?
No, so Seven Stones kind of covers what we're doing, the what we call market entry, helping expats to come in and set up businesses both in Bali and Jakarta. In Jakarta, it's a little bit more corporate, and that's where the Norway Connect connection comes in, which is a regional Southeast Asia setup. So we deal with companies coming from not just Norway, but the Nordic countries and how they want to establish themselves in the Southeast Asian area normally. Yeah.
Ah, I see. Got it. But these days, do you see many Norwegian invest in Bali, Pattaya?
There isn't many Norwegians at all in this world, so not so many, but we do see a few. Yeah, I guess it's proportional to our population, and I think yeah, there's a few entrepreneurs that also invest in Bali. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, got it. Thank you for a little bit of briefing. Is there anything that probably I've met you before, but my team hasn't. So, is there anything that we need to know about you, Pateria, before I start the questions?
I think, the main value, if anything, or strength point for me is like I've been to Indonesia for a very, very long time. So I think I understand Indonesia, the politics, the culture, the way that the country sort of works, maybe a little bit better than most other expats.
Okay. Oh, okay. Got it. Note that, Pateria. Okay, then. Thank you for the little bit of introduction for you and also the value that you have. And I'll start with the first questions that we have actually for you. We actually see this on your LinkedIn, Pateria, because you mentioned that the customer experience is key, and we kind of agree on that. But we want to hear it from you as the founder of Seven Stones. Like, how do you balance delivering exceptional customer service with managing operational efficiency as well at the same time, and making sure that the profitability of your company is on track?
It's a good question, actually. I think the profitability and customer service and what people get is actually how you, in the end, make money and attract more customers. Currently, we're kind of trying to adapt a little bit more and a little bit better into using AI and other aspects. We're changing a little bit on our web page to sort of be more, I guess, more efficient, in the sense that we can filter more people through. But to me and to us, I think it's very important for us to keep that sort of personal touch that we like to have with customers. They feel they talk to a real person, in the sense that it's not all AI or machine related. And I think that in those meetings, whether they happen online or in person, people sense that we deliver a very transparent experience. There are many differences in how Indonesia functions compared to maybe Europe, US, and so on. I think they experience a trust and a full understanding of what they're engaging into, and that creates a good customer experience. There will be, I'm sure, very often some hiccups and technical aspects and so on, but overall they feel they are in safe and secure hands, and that helps us to also then create referrals. I think today maybe 95% of our customers is actually referrals from others who have heard of us or talk to others who knows us.
Oh, okay, got it. But having many referrals as your source of customers, meaning that you have a very good service, yeah, that makes most of your clients happy and then refer you to other people. So yeah, very good on that. And I see that you also have. I met you actually many times. I see you join many like networking event, Pateria. So, how do you think that will shape your your branding in the market?
Well, I think we try to, as part of our branding, as part of our profile, we are very open in sharing information, new things. This can be, weekly newsletters, online seminars, offline, hybrid, whatever it is, and events. So I think, those network events, those different seminars, those different aspects, and how we meet people is very important for our business, because people can hear, I guess, from the source direct, what we stand for, and engage with us directly, and I guess that creates further leads and further traction. But we're not, and I think another thing with us, we're not very, obviously we're a business and we need to get paid, but we're not very transactional in how we look at ourselves. So we give a lot of free advice, if that makes sense. We like to talk to people. We build trust. Many times they then become our customers, but sometimes also not. They'll find some cheaper alternatives or different alternatives, but at least we create a general trust into the Bali market and also Indonesian market.
Yep. Okay, sounds great. I also learned that from Jing actually. He mentioned that having many networking and talk directly to people will also give them the fact that we have actually instead of adding rumors about us. Yeah. But yep, good insight, Pak Thierry. And I shall move on to the next question because we have limited time. And I would like to ask, as someone who has been instrumental in shaping Bali's real estate and hospitality landscape, what advice would you give to those of us working in this industry to not only succeed but also create meaningful, long-lasting impact in such competitive and ever-evolving market, Patrick?
I think again, it has a lot to do with integrity. And integrity you can look at in many ways, and you can express that in many ways. But I think in Bali in particular, maybe in general also in Indonesia, it's easy to do shortcuts and get attracted to. For instance, in real estate, we talk about what we call the real estate, the commission breath. People only get focused on getting the commission. They don't really think the long-term impact for the client. They just want to do the deal.
Mm-hmm.
And I think consistency with integrity is good and long term. And I think I've been around for 20 years just in
Mm-hmm.
Bali. I've seen a lot of people come and go in real estate and in hospitality, and they always fall away because they uh, lose or deteriorate their integrity. They do shortcuts, and then reputation catches up, and they lose clients that way. I think another aspect of that too is that Indonesia is rapidly changing. It's enforcing its regulation in a different way, and I think over the next few months, maybe year, we'll see a lot of that happening. Everyone talks about this possible moratorium and so on. But I think that I call it normalizing. Indonesia is normalizing as a country, and those that have sort of been consistent to at least staying within the spirit of law and consistent with their services and long-term thinking will continue to thrive and do well, and others again will fade away.
Okay, so mainly integrity number one, yeah, always, Pak Terry.
Yeah.
Okay. Seems same like the HR principle, yeah, Kak Shelin for integrity number one. And next, move on to the next question. Thank you, Pak Terry, for the answer for the second questions. And okay, so I think I skipped the first question instead. So looking back at your career, diverse career in real estate, investment, and also education and international collaboration. What would you say are the key lessons or principles that have consistently guided your success, Battery?
I guess first of all, you can measure success in different ways. You can measure success in just financial terms, or you can measure success in having I guess a mission, a vision, and I think to me that aspect is more important than necessarily financial benefits. I think they come together, but I think it's very important to measure your success in having a passion, having a drive, having a motivation as to what you want to achieve, and that I think is one aspect. I think the other aspect too, that mindset to me is an important thing. Mindset as in we tend to think that everyone is same, but we're all actually very different, and the understanding of that and the approach to each individual, and maybe more importantly for me being a foreigner coming into Indonesia, understanding that the culture and how we're wired or set in our head is very different. It doesn't mean that there's any right or wrong, but understand that the frequency is very different, and we need to, how do we connect that? And I think expats very often struggle to understand that and adjust to it. And I think a lot of Indonesians culturally give in to that soft pressure that comes from that, and don't argue or set their principles in the right way. So I try to teach our staff, and I think it's important, or team, for any Indonesian to stand your ground in these principles, and try to educate and embrace rather than give in, and then that I think lead to problems further down.
Okay. Very inspiring part, actually. For that one. Yep. I believe I would say I agree, even though I'm not experienced as you in business and entrepreneurship. But yep. That's yeah, that's it. That's the last question actually, Pak Jerry, from us. I would like to give it to the floor actually to the team. Any questions that you would like to ask, guys, for Pak Jerry? I think we still have a couple minutes before the session ends. Or probably I'll give it to Mr. Jing. I think you prepared yourself for giving response.
Yes, thank you, thank you. Okay, hey Turjay, how's it going?
Oh, you're good.
Very good, very good. Thank you today for coming in. Actually, it's pretty incredible. I just recalled we knew each other from Gateway. Is that correct?
Oh, we must have met then. Yeah, we did engage with Gateway in a few ways. One was when the sort of rental frenzy started and the mess with all the different agencies and whatever. And two, when
I
the
remember those days.
founder had some challenges, we were trying to take over and sort of re-energize it a bit. But in the end,
Correct.
I couldn't sleep at night dealing with kids running around in Bali's nightlife and whatever. So I give up. Yeah, you were engaged in some of the villa rentals or what?
Yes, actually, we I remember those days. I think we were one of the first groups to discover that there was a private market in Jimbaran with the student rentals, and at the time, the majority of property owners who had actually been looking to sell their properties were reconsidering after the Gateway situation opened up. So that was I remember Purisari Sagara, the hotel. The original hotel where they actually housed all the students. They sort of came out of that, and they came and my wife picked up a group of people in a taxi and showed them some properties, and they rented on the same day. Norwegian students.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
good days.
The cigar they used to call Paradise Hotel for different reasons.
It's not paradise anymore if you take a look at it. Okay. No, thank you very much, Erica. I think Turjay has some very, very good insights and wisdom that can only be accumulated through decades of experience here in Indonesia. He's seen many ups and downs and rises and falls. And we've been actually very, very happy to have him in our community for quite a long time. So thank you for coming in today to speak with us, Turjay. And check out Seven Stones. I think, like Turjay said, they definitely are, I think, a brand that believes in integrity, long-term value, and stability. So that's something that we can all hope to benefit from.
No, thank you. Very happy to talk to you, and hopefully there was some benefits. And like I always say, anyone that wants to talk to me or have any questions, I'm happy to answer and talk to people privately, WhatsApp, whatever works.
Sounds perfect. Thank you, Pak Cherry. Yeah, I think that's the keyword, sir. I missed it. Wisdom, yeah. For his experience for many years in Bali. Okay, then I think that's all the section for this morning's for the inspirational speaker, Pak Cherry. Thank you so much for sparing your time to join us this morning. We hope to see you more in the future.
Sure we will.
I think Furkan will be in touch with you after this and send invitations, for us to meet in person. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay, and we'll move on into the all hands meetings. And if you would like to join us to hear more about our company meetings, you are very welcome to stay. But if you're busy, then you are also welcome to leave.
I'll step out. Thank you. Enjoy your meeting.
Bye.
Okay. All right. Thank you, George. Okay. All right. Good day, everybody. Thank you for. Actually, I looked at Furkan and Rahmat. I suddenly remembered that today is the beginning of Gangmat. So, good reminder there. Thank you, everyone. Okay, let's go ahead and begin. So, we've got some serious updates for everyone, but I hope everyone can pay attention. This is pretty important. This affects the entire company. So, I'll get on with it. Okay. Let's go on into the normal good news, bad news. So I've got some news that's right in between right now, okay? So it's not good, it's not bad, but it's critical news. And here's where we'll begin. So we talk about this a lot. We talk about our mission, which Kurj actually mentioned. And you'll see that people with leadership experience oftentimes come to this particular discussion of what a mission is. A mission, oftentimes, I think, can be either genuine or it can be fake. Okay, So sometimes you go into a corporate building and you see these things like mission, vision written on the wall. But the actual question is, do people practice the mission? Do people actually in the organization really behave according so? The mission is essentially the common value. It's the shared value. It's the shared purpose of why we're all coming here together. And so when we practice the mission, then the mission is actually real. But if we just put this mission up on all hands and we look at it and it means nothing to us, then it's just text, okay? So when do we need to remember the mission? In moments like this, I think. Moments like this are a good time to actually remember the mission. So the next things I'm going to tell you are related to the semester goal. But what I want you guys to keep on thinking about is this. I want you to think about, how can you inspire delight? How can you positively transform the experience of a guest, a partner, or a colleague? If you think about that and you think about how to innovate, I think then we will come much, much closer to achieving the semester goal. Now, here's the critical news. So I'll jump over and show you what essentially this looks like, okay? All right. So you guys are going to have to follow me along on this, and this is a standard revenue chart, but I'll try to make this as clear as possible, okay? So starting from April, which is when the semester begins, we've been doing fairly well. 374, 428, 434. July, we saw an incredible rise up to 544,000. August has been our peak, 618. And September right now is critical. We need to get to 600,000. Now, so far, we're only about 44,000 away, and we have about 5 days and a half to do it, okay? All right, so that's essentially the progress that we've made in the semester so far, starting from April. Everyone clear on that? Yes? If it's yes, just kind of nod your head and so I know that you're following along, okay? All right, so that's the progress of the revenue goals. Here's the booking pace. The booking pace, everyone should know at present, is a good indicator of how likely we're going to be successful in the future. It's what we call a preceding indicator, okay? So the indicator for the booking pace has actually gone down for the past few days. It went from about over 100 bookings a day down to under 80 for 3 days in a row. I'm sure you guys can see that if I zoom in. Oh, sorry, I can't zoom in any further, but can everyone see that? Okay, so we go from tall, short, 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 which is bad. That's a bad sign because essentially when you see a booking pace slow down, that indicates that you're less likely to actually be able to achieve revenue goals, okay? Everyone get that so far? However, what's happened miraculously in the last minute is that yesterday we got over 116 bookings, 86, actually 86 relevant to the semester goal, okay? That is good. That makes it more likely for the situation to improve, okay? More bookings indicates that we have higher ranking. Higher ranking means that we can actually sell our units for higher prices, and the remaining inventory is more likely to reach the goal, okay? All right, so far everyone with me? Clear? All right, so those are essentially the situations, and there's some good news too as well. As a reflection of the booking pace, you can see here in the daily sales. The daily sales went from about 10,000. Well, let's do this. Let's get rid of this particular part. Let's just look at the orange part, okay? So as we get closer towards the end of the month, the daily sales for the in-month revenue tend to go down. And the reason for that is because there's fewer days to sell. So this trend has been happening for a few days up until yesterday. Yesterday, we got miraculously $9,000 worth of daily sales for in-month revenue, which is good. That part is really good, okay? We need to keep that going on if we're going to reach our revenue goals. Okay, so that's the way it's reflected in daily sales. Let me come down to this now. This is essentially the picture of what things are going to look like. Let me try to squeeze my screen to give this as much space as possible, okay? This burn down chart is a good indicator of whether or not we're going to reach our monthly goal and thereby our semester goal. Now, a good burn down chart shows each day going downwards, okay? So you should see each particular day going downwards. Now, you can see right here that the burn down chart is going upwards, which is not good. A burn down chart going upwards at the end of a semester means that the goal is getting harder and harder to achieve, okay? If the burn down chart starts navigating much, much further upwards, then the semester goal is going to be beyond our ability to chase, okay? Does everyone understand that? Yes? Okay, good. All right, so if everyone understands that, that is the true and clear situation that we're facing right now. For the past 180 days, we've been working towards this 3 million semester target. For the past 180 days, we've seen a lot of innovations. We've seen a lot of extraordinary leadership. We've seen a lot of failures too as well. This is the last 5 days now. So the last 5 days, what I need everyone to do is to focus together and get us through this goal. Otherwise, we will have failed the semester goal. Okay? It is so close. It is less than 1% away at this point. It is so close, yet it's literally disappearing in front of our eyes if we don't do something about it. So I'll tell you the truth. This morning and yesterday, I was talking with some of the senior leaders in our strategic meeting, and we had to make a decision. So the decision was whether or not we cancel the semester goal at this point and decide to focus on what we can achieve for the next semester. But after having discussed this with the senior leadership, and actually credit to Bayou for coming up with the correct upper management decision, we realized that that wouldn't be fair. And that's actually not our choice either. I think that choice belongs to all of you here. I think that choice belongs to every person here, whether or not they want to actually see the semester target achieved. In upper management, we do our best. We see the strategies that we can see, we do the things that we can work with, but we don't see every guest. We don't talk to every guest. We don't talk to every partner. We're not you. So we're not talking about a huge margin here. We're talking about 1%. I believe that if everybody focuses in the next 5 days to get us through this 1%, we can all look forward to making sense of the goals that we've had since the beginning in April, okay? And I would like to share the collective achievement with everybody here, that you all can be part of the process to make it happen. That this does not solely depend upon what upper management thinks. This depends on what everyone here can do. Now, are you ready to know what each of you can do? Yes? Okay, good. Let's go on to the next part. Let's talk about what each of you can do. It's actually very simple. It's very consistent, and it should be no surprise at this point. What each of you can do is what you've always been doing. This is where we need, oh, okay, let me finish this part first, okay? So I stick to my strategic commitment. My strategic commitment is that, one, I expect everyone to do their job. You all know what it is. You all have been told in your journals what your job is. So if there's any uncertainty about what your job is, then that is on you at this point, okay? Every opportunity to make your job description clear has been afforded to you. You've been selected by your ability to ask questions, to have a critical mindset, to self-learn, to grow your mindset, and also to expand. So that part should be, count on everyone to do that part. Now, I've been training and developing better strategies in upper managers and leadership positions, and hopefully some of these results have been seen in some of the execution that we've done. We've had far less execution that is in vain and far more execution that is on point towards achieving our goals of inspiring delight and positive transformation, while at the same time measuring it through our progress and revenue. That part, I think, is progressing. And I'm doing it so that everyone is ensured a fair chance to attain the semester bonus. And I'm telling everyone this at the last minute so that we focus for that last percentage of the time to reach our goal. Now, what I can expect everyone here to do. Semester goals need everyone, even you, everyone who's listening to my voice, okay, to participate in. Doesn't matter if you're spending 3 days here or 3,000 days here, there's something you could do. If you can improve a guest experience, now's the time to do it. If you can improve a partner experience, now's the time to do it. If you can close a deal that we need to close right now in order to alleviate or improve our chances of reaching the goal, then now is the time to do it. You can be part of the solution or you can be part of the problem, but I would encourage you to be part of the solution, and therefore the company needs you to step up, okay? You're also part of the solution to everyone receiving a fair semester bonus, okay? So what can you do? Be the hero. Rather than sitting back and watching somebody else do the work and getting to the goal, think about what you can do. Rather than not lifting a finger or waiting for tomorrow to do something, do it right now. Rather than waiting for watching something to happen that is not in your control, understand what is in your control and take action. Okay? All right. That's pretty much it. That's what we need. So we're either going to succeed together or we're all going to fail together. But I think I'm trying to give everyone the most fair chance to at least understand and go through this process. Now, the question of the week is something I think that is important for you to do today. Okay, so today, please do it. This is very important. Think about what you've done that has led to success and what can be done that will avoid failure. Okay, it's already written the question of the week at the all hands. Expect everyone to go through and fill it out, including myself. Okay, and have it ready before noontime today. Okay, it's really important that you have some direction personally and think about what it is that you can do to help. All right, that's it. Now, I talk about this all the time, but this is the last time before the end of the semester. So this is the last announcement, but here are the terms. This is the 5th semester goal, and our goal is to reach a revenue goal of $3 million with an overall rating of 4.8 and a 5-star percentage of 80%. If we achieve the goal, we'll pay 5x individual bonuses if we reach the 3 million revenue sales target. And it's measured from April 1st to September 20th, and it will be paid on October 5th. Now, if we reach the revenue goal on 2 hospitality goals, we're paying 5x individual bonuses. If we reach the revenue goal on 1 hospitality goal, we pay 3x individual bonuses. And this part is important. If the revenue goal is not reached, then there is no bonus, as we spoke about for the past 6 months. Bonuses will be calculated on the weighted average of your monthly individual bonuses, and bonus caps and boosts will apply to under and overachievement months to carry weight on semester bonuses. Now, if you remember and if you've taken a look, this is fair. Not everybody has contributed equally, and this is reflected in the process in which we evaluate your individual performance on your employee journal. And if you take a look at the performance over the past 6 months, there have been months where we've overachieved and there have been months where we've underachieved. And we have structured the bonus boosts and caps accordingly. Okay, qualified interns. And this includes interns from before they actually join. Qualified interns will also be paid a $5 million appreciation bonus if we achieve all 3 goals and 2 goals. Okay? All right, that is pretty much it. This is now in the hands of the entire company and in the hands of everyone here. So that's it. Good luck, everybody. Do what you can. And let's aim to have a happy semester. Okay. I'll see you guys next week, and hopefully we'll have good news to announce. All right. I'm still here, but let's continue. All right.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Jing, for your inspiring moment. And let's also continue to our next session. So I'll give it up to Kak Furqan for the hospitality and revenue target. So Kak Furqan, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you very much, Rama, for giving the floor to me. So hello, everyone. Good morning. I believe Arika will share the deck. So, yep. Before we proceed into the hospitality and also revenue semester target achievement, I think I have displayed a new property that is onboarded just lately, which is Yoda Penthouse, and I believe Kanadia has been conducting property testing and also photography over there, looking good and also aesthetic. Kanadia, please share some words and also experience about how is it staying there. I believe there are many new features, yeah, like there is an arcade game on the living room. So how is it? Please tell us.
Oh yeah, the property is actually really nice because there's a lot of artsy stuff there, like vintage. So yeah, but yeah, it's a bit of a hike because it's on the 3rd floor. Thank you.
Okay. Amazing. Thank you very much, Kanadia, for sharing. Okay, then let's proceed, into the report. Next slide, please. Okay, I believe you already know about this. So we have two targets: revenue target at $3 million USD and hospitality target at 80% 5-star ratings and 4.8 on overall rating. So let's move to the hospitality target achievements first. Okay. For the accuracy side, good news this week, we have an increase at 0.4%. Last week from 84.7 and this week 85.1%. And then next, we have check-in increasing by 0.1%. Last week at 87.4% and this week 87.5%. Next, please. Cleanliness, stagnant. This is a good start that we maintain to at least not dropping the rates over the week. So last week 80.3% and this week is 80.3%. Next, communication. Back onto the top again as the 2 previous weeks, increasing 0.4% from 85.2%, now at 85.6%. Okay, next. Location increase amazing by 0.4%, last week at 72.3%, and this week at 72.7%. And then last, onto value, increasing by 0.4%, last week at 79.7%. Now we hit 80.3%. Okay, so to conclude, compared to last week, we are actually increasing on 5 star rating by 0.3% and increasing on overall rating by 0.01. Okay, now on to the next slide, which is revenue target achievements. I believe the details about how is it going has been displayed by Mr. Jing directly. So I just would like to inform that we are disclosed into that revenue target achievement by only by only 44,000 US dollar to achieve, which is like around 1.47% revenue target left. We have 1 week to proceed this. So yeah, guys, let's move forward. As Mr. Jing said, let's continue our effort to be able to achieve the revenue target. Okay, so that's it for my report. Thank you very much, Erika, for sharing the screen. Back to you, Rama.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Furkan, for your amazing time. And then we're going to continue to our weekly mission inspiration. Since Kak Nadia hasn't finished her writings, we are going straight to Kak Rayhan first. So, Kak Rayhan, please share some of your new innovation.
Okay, guys, I want to share to you about the Melaspas event growth cycle optimization as part of growth cycle optimization. So in order to optimize growth cycle, we try to highlight and also storytell our cool stories in the field and also tell them through online distribution. So I want to highlight our marketing team that contribute to the Melaspas event at Pondok Wiguna a few days ago. Ada Mo Wayana as our representative, VP representative, and also Mas Hafiz for sending flower arrangement, and also kepada Pak Furkon as a journalist there, and also the photographer, and also Jason as our article writer. So cool, guys, mantap.
Okay, thank you, Kak Rehan. Amazing achievements, and I hope that we can always improve, yeah. And let's move to the next session. Ayo, Kak Matthew, please tell us your story this week.
Okay, thank you, Ram. So, good morning, everyone, and I would like to tell about listing decision picking on BC. This is actually my daily works when I'm still as an intern, and time by time I was tough to think about to be more strategic about and always seek about opportunity, no matter how small the change is. And since BC is one of our page with high traffic, it's important to always looking for possible opportunity. Like I mentioned earlier, one of the opportunity is promoting 2 properties in single article of BC. And Mas Hafiz actually direct me to always consistently find the property with highest unsold nights via Data Vista, and also promoting the new one. So it also can support the owner to get more profit. I know this is only small things, but hopefully this can help you. Thank you. Back to you, Rama.
Okay, it is certainly helped, Kak Matthew, so don't worry. Let's circle back to Kak Nadia that has always been in the podium for this partner mission inspiration. Okay, Kak Nadia, the time is yours.
Okay, thank you. Good morning, everyone. So this is actually the improving the brand touch point at the Bali base. So yeah, we improve it the experience by adding some kind of like acrylic stuff there. Does it make it easy for the guests when they look for the bathroom and also for packet? Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Kennedy. Yeah, that is very cute. Okay, so next to the technology sessions, here we have Kak Wendy with his data visualization. So, Kak Wendy, tell us more, please.
Yeah, okay. Good morning, everyone. So, wait, is it disappear? Oh, okay. So for the past weeks, we have been developed and successfully displayed to data visualization on the property investment Bali page on bukitVista.com. So there are two visualizations that has been displayed. The first one is review rating, and the second one is the review growth. You can also check out the implementation on the bukitvista.com directly if you want. And there's also an improvement on the traffic on this page with over 50 more visitors for the past weeks, I think. And then, yeah, both visualization use a 3D map, offering an user interactive and intuitive experience for the visitor. And yeah,
Cool.
the enhancement is already now live and you can check out.
Nice.
Okay, that's all for me. And yeah, keep the hard work and dedication. Thank you, guys.
It is very amazing, Kak Wendy. Thank you for your time and thank you for your dedication. And how about we go to the next slide is for the company theme, target and achievement that will be delivered by Kak Furkan. Okay, Kak Furkan. Thank you.
Okay, Rama, thank you very much for giving the floor back again. So let's update on the in month September target achievement. So for the revenue target, we are currently at 556,000 USD, which accounts for 92.66% of the progress on the revenue target. And on to 5-star percentage, we are at 83.7%, counting less than 1% more to achieve the OK target. And then on the overall rating, we have achieved the target designated for the September. So let's still celebrate and count this as also achievement as well, because yeah, this is an achievement still to hit the overall rating target. However, what are our opportunities for September? Okay, on the fourth week of September, we managed to have 68% of occupancy, 9% increase compared to last week, 11% expired dates, 2% maintenance, and 2% owner usage. We have 16% nights available to sell to achieve the OK target. So that's the update on the report. And back to you, Rama.
Okay, thank you, Kak Furkan, for your amazing time. And then let's continue. Since we don't have any promotions, we are going straight to core value recognition. So for this one, for the first one is that the nominator is from Ega to Kak Robin and Kak Vidi. So Ega, please.
Okay, thank you, Rama. Good morning, everyone. It's been almost 3 weeks since I started as a Flutter developer intern, and I find it very challenging since there is no senior developer specifically for Flutter in the engineering team. However, I'm very happy, proud, and grateful. A big thank to you, Kak Robin, a backend developer with deep insight into Bifigo, who has always been willing to help me. From getting Bifigo running to understanding how it can be successfully released. Kavidi has also been incredibly supportive, always ready to assist when I struggle or feel confused with my tasks, guiding me until I can handle them on my own. Thank you so much, Kak Robin, Kak Vidi, and the entire engineering team. You are amazing. Thank you. Back to you, Rama.
That is very sweet. Okay, congratulations, engineering team. And let's proceed to the next one. Okay, to Kak Hafid and Kak Agus from Matthew. So Matthew, please.
Thank you, Ram. So, yeah, working on listing until September end is my current job desk after rejoining BV around 1 or 2 weeks. And of course, it took me time to adjust myself since there are several changes here during my leave. and, and I believe Mas Hafiz and Gus Weda helped me a lot to adapting faster with all the changes since they helped me a lot, like a lot during my daily works. They pay attention to small details and never before to remind me to always checking to the updated guidelines. Huge respect. Thank you. Back to you, Rama.
Okay, thank you, and welcome back, Kak Matthew. And we glad to have you back here. And then continue to the next one is for Kak Erika, Kak Rehan, Kak Kayla from Kak Dea. So Kak Dea, the time is yours.
Okay, okay, thank you, Rama. So during my time in business development, I have been fortunate to receive an invaluable support, yeah, from Kairika, Karehan, and Kakaila. They consistently help me and advise my work to achieve the goals, and they also help me to refine my approach so that I can meet the contact owner and achieve the goals. Thank you, kakak-kakak, Erika, Rehan, and Kak Kayla, and don't be tired with me asking you question. And next, I also have my recognition for Kafurkon. Yeah, thank you for Kafurkon. He is the one who assists me to refine the roundtable talk event and also crafting the RTT article. And also, Kafurkon is the one who have an idea to put the property photo on the article, so the audience will see what is the property owner or the audience RTT is. So thank you, respect banget Kafurkon. You met Rama.
Okay, thank you, Kak Dea. It's nice to have you here as part of our team. And the next one is for Kak Gani, Kak Rehan from Kak Titan. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. It's related with what Mas Wendy announced before. Jadi during the evaluation process of the property investment heat map visualization milestone, our engineering team was assisted by several members of marketing team, Mas Gani and Mas Rehan, to check the performance metric of the website. So thank you for your assistance, Mas Gani and Mas Rehan.
Okay. Thank you, Kak Titan, for your time. And then next one, we are going to continue to the next recognition. Kak Pandu from Kak Krishna. So please.
I see. Okay. Hello, everyone. I just wanted to take a moment to appreciate Pandu works. I bet majority of us even didn't know what Pandu is doing every day, because what he do often unseen by many. Because when Pandu create group prompting, for example, the impact is seamless conversation. The impact is normal conversation that we are just see it as a, yeah, that's normal things to have. It is far easier to spot gaya mistake than to appreciate a normal conversation flowing to partner and to guests. So here I am, shout out to amazing Pandu job. Keep doing every day. Thank you, Pandu.
Okay, even though Kak Pandu's work is transparent, know that everyone could be seen. Thank you to Kak Krishna. And then the last one is to Ega, Matthew, and Kak Dea from Mr. Jing.
Okay. There's two things I'd like to say, actually. I'm going to take a moment to sort of speak about this, and since we're kind of ahead schedule, I'll take this. Okay, I'm going to recognize Ega, Matthew, and Dea, and this is why. One of the leading indicators we see that somebody is on their way to becoming a leader is appreciating when they're being well led. Okay, I'll say that again. One of the leading indicators to see somebody is going to be a leader is showing appreciation when they're being well led. All right, so why is that important? I think I'll tell a little story and then I'll kind of get back to the point here, right? When you're in your 20s and you're just getting started, you might not know this, but one of the greatest changes in your life, in your career, is actually who is your first leader. Who is your first leader will determine who is your second leader. Who is your second leader will determine who is your third leader, and then that's kind of like the march of progress up a career, okay? Oftentimes, many people make the mistake of they choose a brand, a company, a thing without looking at who the leader is. And I made that mistake, actually. I joined very, very famous companies without paying attention to the leader. I've joined very famous companies that I paid attention to the leader too, and it's very different. I've also joined companies that had no brand at all, but had great leadership. And I would say that the experience you get is much, much more powerful in implementing a career path. That's something that's hard to understand. The greatest joys of being a leader is to be recognized for the efforts from the person that you're leading. Okay. And so I think this is a really good cycle. This particular cycle of craving leadership, recognizing good leadership is a great cycle, and it's the pathway to everybody who's hoping to eventually lead. Okay. So Ega, Matthew, Dea, thank you for actually recognizing the people that are leading you, because that is a great sign. And I always say that when the student is ready, the teacher appears. Okay. Now, this is important to actually understand too as well. Not everything in a successful leader's tutelage will be comfortable. Okay, you have to realize that. And a good leader, sometimes they have to make you uncomfortable in order for you to grow. But as long as you actually trust the process and you trust that they have your best intention in mind, they're following the mission of the company, then I think it's good to show some gratitude that you understand. Okay, so that's good. One more. I'd like to recognize Krishna. Krishna is doing something that is actually very important in terms of leadership. And we have a saying for it. It's called the unsung hero. The unsung hero, I didn't have time to write this up, but because I just heard this core value recognized, but the unsung hero is the person who is quietly doing work that nobody notices. And if we don't actually recognize that person, then it's sort of like the foundation or the structure of a building. It's there, right? And if it's not there, you'll immediately feel that something's missing. So thank you, Krishna, for actually recognizing unsung heroes. And Pandu, with his particular work, I would agree. Yeah, it's not visible. It's not immediately recognizable because it's not showy or flashy, but it gets the job done. And when it's done, everything feels like normal. One last thing. This is a little bit Zen, and it might be a little bit hard to understand, but I often say this: great leadership and great work is invisible. When everything just works the way it should, you don't have to struggle and you don't have to think about it anymore, and the experience you're providing to your end user is invisible, you probably have become successful. Now, it's also a little bit ironic because you become unrecognized, right? But if people always have to think about, why is this not the way it should be? That's not a good experience. But when people just believe that it works and they don't even think about it, they just use it and this conscious process, then it's actually success. And Krishna, if we don't recognize that, we don't know ourselves as well. And we don't know when to take a break, okay? For those of you working on branding in the future, which is going to be our next semester's preview, next semester's target, these are the critical moments that we need to shine some light on. These are, let's say, the milestones that we should probably remember, whether it's for the employee experience, partner experience, or the guest experience, okay? These are sort of the moments of truth. Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, that's it. Back to Rama.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Jing. That is a very amazing inspiration. And then we're going to continue to personal update, but because of the question is too long and too needs a lot of time to reflect, then we're going to skip the personal update. And since there's no announcement, I just want to say that happy Galungan, everyone, for today's. And I would like to give the session back to Kak Erika. Thank you, and it's nice to have you all here.
Okay, thank you, Rama, for moderating. And I think that's all for today's section. It's great that we are on time, guys, this time. And congratulations for you who celebrate Galungan, Rahajim Galungan. And yep, have a good day this week.
Wait, Erica, here. Since you're the host and also you're one of our leading salespeople in the company, why don't you give a few words of encouragement to help everybody reach the revenue goal, right? I think that would be a nice and fitting delegation to you. So speak the words that you think will magically get everyone to focus, commit, and get through so that we can reach our semester target. Go.
Oh my God. I have a connection issue. No.
No, come on, that's not being the hero.
I don't know what to talk, but I lost words, sir. But yeah, I think it's a little bit more, guys. So let's keep it up. Let's work together. Let's help each other as well. So if you have anything that you're struggling with in supporting the revenue target, just let each other know, and let's keep going and inspire the life.
Marcel, over to you. Okay, what would you say?
What would I say? Yeah, it will be. We only have 5 days, 6 days, I believe. Yes, I mean, on our leadership meetings, we should set an expectations. I mean, the least favorable expectations that we might not hit the target, but deep down in my heart, I think it is possible, still possible. So I would like us to actually pact ourselves with uh, the understanding that we can still hustle for it. Put it in your mind. It is kind of like the manifestations. But
That word
yeah,
again.
use
I hear
this.
that word so
Use this
often.
6 days. Oh, I already. Oh, Eric already used it. I mean, use this 6 days to comprehend what is your what is your strengths actually is in the past 6 months. There are a lot of factors too that we might not hit, but focus on that part only. Yeah, the case that we
Okay,
can be succeed.
Master
I
Marcel.
think yeah. Well,
All
yeah.
right, remember his
I don't know
words.
what I'm saying.
Here, let's give it to Bayu. Bayu, hey, give Bayu a hand. Bayu was the one that decided to keep the semester goal. Bayu, what words have you, right, for the company?
Okay, I don't prepare for this, but I guess
Should always be prepared for this.
okay. So I think a lot of people already saying this, right? That whatever we do, trust the process, and the result will follow, right? And if we don't get the result right now by today, it's still okay too, because by focusing on your process, improving your process, you'll get the result eventually later. But remember that you're not the same person as when you started, right? Yeah, you start from zero.
Ooh.
You're probably not becoming 100 yet. Maybe you start from 0 into 1, and that's already better actually.
Yes.
So yeah, whatever number between 1 and 0 and 100 that's needed for you to call it a good result, and that's entirely up to you. So there's not only just one thing to say that you're succeeded or not.
Okay, very wise. All right, okay, let that be the words of some of our senior leaders here. Okay, all right. Oh, now we went overtime. Sorry, Erica, I defeated your on timeness, but I hope we were able to call the message in. All right, Erica, over to you to conclude.
Yep. I think that's all, guys, for today. Have a good day and keep inspired and light. Bye.